so that I could sink my fangs into your wrinkly old neck. From the very beginning, my real target has been you. What? You guys did all this redemption, so you guys get all the pauses. Not my fault. Not my fault. However, if this is bad, a curse upon you all. Oh, there's two of them. Ah, fuck. That could be the wrong one. Oh. That's the shitty one. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I can already tell. Either banana smoothie or I'm gonna throw up on stream. Thank you. Banana smoothie or dead fish? To everybody said this was gonna be bad. Fuck you. This is a strawberry banana smoothie. Twas good. It's good. It's good. You guys said bad. It's your own damn fault. Wow, 4 people said it was going to be good. How many people said it was going to be bad? I'll tell you right now, I can't eat that with what I just had. I have a couple pieces of chicken left. I'm not going to eat those right now, because that's going to be stuck in my mouth. And there's a little bit of powder left from the Celsius, so I'm going to pour some water in there. To rinse out the powder in there. It's lemonade Mio in here. Anyway. And it's gonna mix with a little bit of powder that's left from the Celsius. Anyway. What? Agent Lang, I demand an explanation. Sorry, sis, I didn't mean to put you through all that. I knew you were innocent from the very beginning. You did. I knew that this whole incident had been meticulously planned and prepared for. So naturally, the occupant of this room, Ambassador Elba, seemed to be the most suspicious. But without the Ambassador's permission, we couldn't get in to take another look around. So that's why you put on this big show to accuse Francisca of the murder. Using Francisca as the bait, you were able to gain us entry and investigative rights. Yeah, if I hadn't done that, I doubt the Ambassador would have given the okay to poke around. What the fuck is going on with my chat? You guys broke my damn chat! Refresh my chat. You borked it. That doesn't mean you get to do that. There it goes. You don't let others do it, you don't get to do it either. So that's what this is all about. Very well, I will forgive you. But in exchange for using me as bait, you will take some responsibility and help us find the truth. Agent Lang, for giving me such a great opening, I thank you. You know, I just knew, Mr. Prosecutor, that somehow if we were able to find some proof by investigating this room, that you would be able to figure out the real culprit with your special brand of logic. The evidence detectives combined. The evidence detectives collect, combined with the logic of a prosecutor. That's just as it should be in a prosecutor-detective team, right? I don't know about all that. One thing I do know is that I'm itching to see that old man get what's coming to him. Oh, you're quite scary when you want to be, aren't you? Hey, you were the one who was planning to use me to push all the guilt onto Sis. But unfortunately for you, you misjudged me. Agent Lang, I wish for you to stop trying to intimidate me. What we need right now is evidence and proof. I wonder if you have what's necessary to prove that I'm the head of the smuggling ring.
Objection!
Don't be such a sore loser. If you really are the head of the smuggling ring, then you should acknowledge your crimes with dignity. Dignity? That's nothing more than a fool's insincere display of strength. If you really wish for me to acknowledge my crimes, then I would first like you to see some of this so-called evidence. I tell you, I knew nothing, really. I didn't even know that a counterfeit plate was hidden inside that statue. You swapped a real statue vested in your country's authority to rule for a fake? That doesn't make any sense that you didn't know anything. Doesn't make sense? Where does it make sense? Where doesn't it make sense? Can you prove that it doesn't make any sense? He's really got us. He's turned the entire situation around against us. Proof that Interpol has been after, which points to this man as the ringleader? If we can somehow find that proof now, then we can see to it that justice is finally served. Is there nothing I can use to break this case wide open? The trump card and the videotape. With those two items, we might be able to finally bring this man down, but the card is evidence from a case that Mr. Faraday hid away in secret. And the tape was stolen by Detective Bad from the police. They're both illegal evidence. No matter what, a protector of the law can't be allowed to use such pieces of evidence. Needless to say, we Von Karmas are commanded to achieve nothing but victory, by any means necessary. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside of the courts. That's what we thought at the time. I no longer follow the path of Manfred von Karma, and I won't follow the path of the Yatagarasu. This leaves me with what? What creed will I believe in? If I want to pursue the truth, then I will sully my hands in illegality? And if I want to pursue justice, then I will lose the truth. What is the law and what is justice? And which path is a prosecutor supposed to follow? That choice is one I must make by my own hand here and now. Alright, pull! You guys get 3 minutes on this. Are we using the card or not? We have the trump card. I know there's more than 3 people here. Vote in this poll. You guys got about another 2.5 minutes. Are we using the card or not? This is a morality question, pretty much. Are we using the card or not? And, of course, you guys tie it up. Are we using the card or not? That's for you guys to decide. This pretty much decides how Edgeworth's whole thing goes. So how would you do it? Would you use the card that's illegal, or would you not use the card that's illegal? Now would be the chance to vote, and don't wait till the last minute to vote. All right. I'm a prosecutor and I can't allow myself to use evidence such as these. Mr. Edger, if you don't do something, Alba's gonna get away with it. I know, but...
Objection!
What are you holding back for? The only thing a Von Karma should pursue is perfect proof. If you really do have what it takes to complete our argument, then there's absolutely no reason not to use it. Lang Zi says the reason people judge people is because people are people. People weren't born to be chained to the law. Laws were born to protect people. You're the only one here right now who can put this guy out to pasture. And that is the only way a second or third generation of Zhengfa's people will be born. Can you really still hesitate knowing the fate of a nation rests in your hands? There's no limit to the law. Any limit that exists was set there by man. When a person goes beyond that limit, then the law, too, crosses into a new territory. For what reason were laws invented? The answer to that is what I must now show. Ambassador Alba, wonder if you might recognize this. Oh, I wonder what that card is. Never seen that card before in my life. It's a directives card used by the leader of the ring to relay instructions to his subordinates. Oh, is that what it is? This card was sent to the real culprit behind the KG-8 incident 10 years ago. A man by the name of Mr. Manikochin. Oh, so why do you have such a card in your possession? Because it was hand-delivered to me by a certain great thief, the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu gave that to you. Don't talk nonsense and let's be serious, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you have any proof that the card contains directions from the ringleader? I'll have you note the card is not the only thing I was given. What? This contains security footage that was shot just before the start of the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? The card and the video. These two pieces are the evidence that will seal your fate. Oh, very interesting. I must admit, I'm very curious now. Very curious indeed that these case-deciding pieces of evidence you've presented. The prey the Yatagarasu has been chasing all this time stands before me. Hello, Tricky Nick. Welcome. I can't allow this man who has free reign for 10 long years to simply walk away. Now is the time for me to bring to fruition the valiant spirit that was given to me. So what is this interesting thing that you wanted to show me? The trump card and the videotape. These two pieces of evidence together make for an ultimate hand. And this is where the real meaning behind Detective Bad's words will be realized. Detective Gumshoe. Sir. What you see here is the security footage shot just before the KG-8 murder occurred. From this footage, we know that the card is a directives card from the smuggling ring. This section proves that the card was used to relay an order. It has to be the card, right?
Take that!
As you can see, Mr. Cochin is holding a card in his right hand. I see. The killer is indeed holding a card with the exact same design on it. But that card and the one you have, just because they look the same doesn't mean that they are, does it now? But there's a very easy way for me to prove that they are in fact one and the same. All I have to do is simply take a look at this. It's the blood. This dark red blood? Yes, this is your proof. Proof that the orders on this card were played out in that terrible tragedy. The blood belonged to the victim of the KG-8 incident. With a bit of DNA testing, we can very easily verify that as fact. If you have no objections, then I'd like for you to take a look at this next piece of footage. This is a car that passed by the victim's apartment building. It's an official Cadopian and government car. What? Directive Gumshoe, if you could please magnify the footage. This area, oh. We have a card. We have a card right mirror.
Take that!
Ah, the shape of the pocket and the directives card in it tells us that without a doubt, this person in the car is Mr. Cochin. The license plate on the car was also captured by the security camera. With it, we can easily verify who was sitting in this car that day 10 years ago. Which is why I can say with confidence that you were riding in this car on that day. I mean, there was a medal in the window. I don't know if you guys saw that. Ha! Fucker. And we're about to have an ad. So we're gonna hold at this point. We've now seen Alba show his true fucking colors. If you guys did not see in the window, there was something in the window. I saw that. So where do you think this case is going now? You don't like this guy's face? I don't either. I don't like him, period. This asshat is the reason why I fucking hate this case. I'm gonna eat another piece of chicken. It's Pinocchio? Yes. Oh, yes. I'm gonna eat another piece of chicken. I got honey mustard here. Really good stuff. My goal is to try to finish this case tonight. If I finish this case tonight, if I finish it early enough, we'll do some Islands of Insight. However, tomorrow I want to do a DK randomizer after MERPs. And then we'll probably start the second game. Is this a hidden object game? It is not. It's like a visual novel puzzle game. Kind of like, yeah. You play as a defense attorney. Or in this case, a prosecutor. If we get this done in the next hour, yep, you're legally blind and it looks interesting. So there's a little bit that you have to look for, like in the little scenes where you're trying to point out like the contradictions and things like that. That will show up, right? You'll have to find stuff there. I'll continue after the ad. To be fair, Zerder, not all the King's Quest games were that bad. The part that really sucked for King's Quest, and I was not too pleased with that, was the fact that if you fucked up and went over that bridge in the second one once, you were screwed. B knows what I'm talking about. That dead end sucked dick because it happened to me. I have one more piece after this, but... And I had to go back through the entire fucking game a second time to do it right. Not amused by that one. Mm-hmm. That happened in the maze, didn't it? Or it could happen in the maze. But you helped me not get stuck in the maze. I think that happened in the labyrinth, right? Or it could happen there. I remember you helped me avoid one of them because I really didn't want to go through that shit a second time. Mm-hmm. I have one piece left, but I'll save that for later. Oh yeah, it could happen in... Oh, fuck the desert. The desert was awful too, in King's Quest V. I'm just happy that that Cedric died at the end. Useless fucking owl. Anyway. Now that we're back from the ad, I think you would enjoy this game. It's also translated into a few other languages, so even if English isn't your first language, you can more than likely pick this up off of Steam and read it. I mean, I purposely lost a couple times to watch the bird die a couple more times. I'm not gonna lie, B. Um, am I losing frames? I lost some frames there. I think I'm good again. Thank you for the big oh my stars. I will say I did enjoy the majority of what I played from King's Quest. I think I have, what, 7 and 8 left? Eventually I'll go through those. And eventually I will have a playthrough of the old Baldur's Gate games. I know B would love that. But if I do go through with it, and I go Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, and I eventually get Baldur's Gate 3, if I get to Baldur's Gate 3, I'm going to invite other people who have played Baldur's Gate to join in with me, but let me make, like, the big story decisions. Even though I might be a whore and pick someone out of that group. I will also be playing... There's like 3 sets of games that I want to play on stream. Like, one set is the Baldur's Gate eventually. I don't know when on that one. I have no ETA on that one. Mass Effect. The Mass Effect series is another one that I want to go through. I have played through the first one. I don't think I finished the second one. But I want to play the Mass Effect series as well. And I've already been told that if I'm playing the Mass Effect series, there's a certain person who wants to watch me play it. So they will be involved in that. What the fuck? The collection, the Ace Attorney Investigations collection, that's this one that we're playing right now. That's this exact game. If you want to start the series, I recommend starting with the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. That's games 1, 2, and 3. This game takes place right after those 3. So if you play that one first, you'll get a lot of the characters and things like that that they throw into this one. Give me a second, guys. I'm having frame issues again, and Xfinity decides it wants to fuck up at 7 o'clock at night. I'm just checking to see if it's a complete just in the toilet. Are you gonna fix yourself? Alright. Yes, the Phoenix Wright trilogy is on Game Pass, apparently. So if you have the Xbox Game Pass, you can play it for free. That's games 1, 2, and 3. It plays a little different than this one, but it's the same. It's the start of the story. Come on, Crapcast. Quit acting up. You used to have it, but you don't now. That's fair. I highly recommend, if you're going to start the series, start with that one first. We're going to try to continue this. I keep seeing my frames drop here and there, but we'll see what happens. I highly recommend, like B said, I highly recommend starting with the Phoenix Wright trilogy, because it goes 1, 2, 3. And then this is like a little side story you can play after the first 3. And then the Apollo Justice trilogy is after the third game, which is 4, 5, and 6. And then they have the Great Ace Attorney trilogy, or duo. It's a collection. It's 2, but that takes place way in the past, so you have to worry about that. You're gonna have to beg Zerder to set that up. There, Dave. Anyway. You've done well, my boy, to make it this far. However, about your claim that I was riding in the car at that time, that's going to be mighty difficult to prove. How so? The Principality of Cadopia no longer exists. So naturally, all records from that time period also no longer exist. That arrogance, what he really means is he erased all traces of them. Are we finished here, my boy? The only weapon I have left to me now is this piece of footage. There must be something here that I can use against him. Right here! Right, like I said.
Take that.
Bam! What the? This is the bean, right? I'm assuming? Yeah. What the? Ambassador Elba? Yes, what is it? You were once an army man in the service of Cadopia. And it was you who made many missions you participated in successes, correct? Why the sudden backhanded praises, boy? Although, to be sure, the brilliant medals on my breast were awarded to me during the era of Cadopia. But now I'm the only one who owns this particular medal. In that case, the only person it could be who's sitting in this car is you. How do you figure that? By the medal captured here in this footage. It's clearly the same exact medal on your chest. What? That's kind of creepy still. Also, hello dude, welcome in. What? Is this how it will be? But I won't. This is how it will be, but I won't look back. So much fingering his breast's medals, yes. You move me, Mr. Edgeworth, with your devotion to this case. Why is he taking such an arrogant stance with me? It's almost looking possible, isn't it? But a lot of you have come this far. It looks like I just might lose our little game this time. You might lose the game this time? You don't get another round, Mr. Ambassador. Is that a fact? Very well. I've decided to confess and admit my guilt. You're going to confess? I will accept whatever punishment that may come as a result. What the? Regarding the Damask II murder, I admit it. I did it out of self-defense. You're claiming it was justified self-defense? The Masked 2 attacked me, and I felt that my life was in danger. If I hadn't done what I did, I might be the one you found dead instead of him. Ha! What a pathetic performance. I'm not giving you one. Wow, you two know really how to laugh at appropriate times. If you wish to claim it was justified self-defense, then we'll need some evidence. It's always the evidence with you, isn't it? But if that's what you require, I'll prove it. The man left a mark on me when he attacked. What? I don't particularly want to show it off, but this is proof that it was in self-defense. I'm an old man, and sometimes I don't pay enough attention to where I should. But Damas didn't have a single weapon on his body. Hold on, that's nothing to get worked up over because I hid the weapon. You hid it? I'm sorry, but as you know, a murder is a murder, even if it's in self-defense. And I couldn't I couldn't let it become public, seeing as how I am an ambassador. As you see, this is the weapon you seek, my special bonsai trimming shears. It's covered in blood. He was trembling quite badly during our struggle, but that's when he grabbed the shears that were sitting in my office and attacked. You see, it was an act of self-defense. Is he right, Mr. Edgeworth? Since he has both a wound and the weapon that caused it, it's enough to declare it so. No way. Oh, which reminds me, I guess there's still one more accusation I need to resolve. Smuggling and counterfeiting. Unfortunately, all of that is my secretary's doing. I had no knowledge it was going on. Stop spewing bullshit. You're trying to throw my investigation under the bus in your desperation. If you want to get real honest, everything in this case can be connected to you. The murder of Damas 2 is done in self-defense. In my trials, no man escapes his crimes alive. Perhaps so, if you were my opponent in court. However, there's one very important fact that I think you may have forgotten. And what is that? That's what you mean. Extraterritoriality. This embassy sits on what is effectively Alabastian soil. So any trial is to be held here will be held in Alabast. Therefore, the crime I just admitted to will never be tried in your courts. Lang, what's Interpol's stance on this? Agents investigate, that's our job. The judgment of people who have confessed to their crime, that's the court's job. I've already confessed to all of my crimes, Agent Lang. Furthermore, by the very nature of my position, I have full extraterritorial rights. These rights are effective even on your country's soil. Therefore, no matter where a crime may take, I will never stand trial in one of your courts. That arrogance in your expression. That's nothing like the face of someone who's ready to accept the consequences. Don't tell me you have your own country's judicial system eating right out of your hands. These crimes you all speak of? To me, this has all been nothing more than a game. You may chase me out of this embassy with your accusations, but it's no big deal. Alabast has numerous other embassies in other countries around the world. All you would accomplish is you would change the backdrop of our little game. These two layers of protection that extraterritoriality provide him. This is why he is one of those who cannot be brought to the court. Now you see, don't you? I live in a whole different world than you. If you'll excuse me, I need to go and fetch your eviction papers. Is there nothing we can do? Oh no! Another part of the latter part of this case. Oh. I can't believe it, sir. Extraterritoriality? Yes, and there's nothing we can really do about that. In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. Can't believe even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. I know. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, sorry to skip out on you, but I've got some business to take care of. If we can't give an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, then what the hell were laws created for? What good are they? If the law can't help us, then I'll go as the Atagarasu and take care of this myself. Nope, don't you dare. Mr. Edgeworth? Sorry, that was a bit too harsh. I know how you feel, sir. We're trying to take on an ambassador, after all. And he did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. This is kind of their country, I guess. But I feel like I've been slapped across the face for just doing my job. What am I going to do? Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack? Come on, everyone, we can't give up yet. Okay. I want you to think about something for a second. We never let up even for a second, and as long as we don't stop investigating, we might find the rotten treasure hidden here. She's right. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You're right, Kay. Very well, let's reopen the investigation and see what we can find. Come on, Kay! My internet's been flaky. It hasn't outright disconnected, so I guess I just dropped a few more frames. God damn it, Comcast. Let's continue. Right behind you. Okay, then I'll go check out Babel a bit more, sir. I have something that I need to investigate further in Alabast. Now then, before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. Passion flowers data erased from my organizer. We don't need those anymore, just... Ambassador Alba seemed agitated over something. Wonder why. There's two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Alabastian soil, we're unable to legally prosecute him. Cool, sounds like embassies are the perfect place to steal whatever you want. And Murder Damas too, run a smuggling operation and make counterfeit bills, apparently. But I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Cochin in Babel. Yes, he apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it. But it's the same story over there. Babel also has extraterritorial rights. Which brings me to my next point, the ambassador's extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective even in our own country. Really? No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, we can't bring him to trial here. So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we? We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. This bouquet was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their bouquets to Steel Samurai. Wait a second, is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture that I've seen before? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious nook and cranny. Yeah, it's this. What the fuck is that? Appears to be a bouquet of Persian cyclamens and roses. Wow, you even know the exact species? I would never have figured you an expert on flowers. It's all because of those flowers that the old lady sends me every month. Just look at me, I sound like some sort of botanist. So, what exactly is this yellow flower here? That one? Not sure. What, you don't know? As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. But I feel as though I've seen this shape somewhere before. Yeah, it's the flower. It's the knife. The knife. The kniff. The kniff! Babel's national symbol is the butterfly, and Alabast is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in the forest trick. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Wait. The handle on this knife... Oh, yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Neutralis in the very bouquet that the ambassador was carrying. The flower motif. Looks just like the one. It looks just like one of the flower petals is missing. Ooh, and take a look at the weapon itself. It's missing the exact petal. Then the knife in this photo is most definitely the same as the murder weapon. Okay. I mean... Okay. I don't think I can look at anything else here. Nothing else makes... That's the only new thing. Ooh! It's logic time! What do we have? Oh. I could probably do that and that. We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press. But the necessary materials, such as the Babylonis ink and the paper, must have been hidden in a secure location. What do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? We probably had to find a better hiding place or get rid of it all. Right, so we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate and bill disposal. And the reason for Mr. Cochin was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain? Had to be Alba. It's the one person who's been erasing evidence, all the evidence of the smuggling operation, from both embassies, who is mopping up Ambassador Elba. Alba had a very strong motive to kill Cochin. He sure did. I could put these two together. Yeah, let's do it. All good, Tom. The cause of the Ambassador Alba's agitation and the rotten treasure we may find. And the motive for killing Mr. Cochin. Miss Yu said it herself tonight that she didn't kill anyone. If we were to take her words at face value... I am not eating the same one twice. Alright, rotten egg or buttered popcorn? I can't tell. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, this is bad. Oh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. This is awful. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. Ugh. Ugh. What are you giving me the stink eye about, Zerder? You're not the one that had to eat the damn thing. Ugh. You might as well start the next one. If we're to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can only mean one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstances under which Mr. Cochin was killed. Then you mean Ambassador Alba is the real killer? But I thought the two of them were friends. Maybe they were, but what if Cochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship? Oh, I get it. Wasn't Cochin really pushing hard for Mr. Poleno to be ambassador after the reunification? Yes, and that's the real reason why he wanted to steal Alabast's Primadou's statue. So Cochin hired Damas II to go steal it for him? What the fuck is going on with my internet tonight? What the ever-loving fuck, Comcast? And it's not the download's fine, it's the upload. The upload's about as stable as Charles fucking Manson. Alright, it's saying it's good, so let's see what happens. God damn. Anyway, but when Ambassador Elba found out that he was what he was up to, he killed Mr. Cochin. It's definitely a possibility at this point. Yeah, stable as Charles Manson, yep. Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. But the question now is, how did he do it? Ambassador Elba was in Alabast, but Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babel, right? Right, and that's what we must solve next. I believe we now understand... Sorry. There we go. Why Ambassador Elba was so nervous and agitated. It must have had something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed. A place where Alabastian Ambassador... it was a place where the Alabastian Ambassador was likely to meet the Babylese, Mr. Cochin. Oh, he was killed here. He had to be killed here. In the here. Had to be. The only place that makes sense is here at the Theatrum Neutralis. What? Here? The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So the only place where the both of them would have been is here. But if that's the case, then everything changes. This theater isn't actually Alabastian land, so that wipes out one of the extraterritorial rights. Makes logical sense, and which it is a reason for us to investigate further. So what should we check out? Let's see, I believe we should check the immigration records for both Alabast and Babel post-haste. Babel's records should be easy to obtain. However, the problem will be Alabast. Wonder if they would allow us to see their records despite our order to vacate. Oop. I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles. Francisca. Here I have the security footage from both Alabast and Babel. You would do well to take a look at its contents. You move fast. Von Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babel investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that we can't solve this case. Sorry about earlier. We won't be beaten. Because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? So this video contains footage from Alabast's immigration screening area. Really hope there's something in here that we can use. Okay. Okay. Which minute footage should I examine? We gotta... Okay, so the Iron Infant is in there, but what the fuck is it? The Samurai Dogs, right? That's what they said he was on, right? Doesn't something about this lump shape strike you as odd? Huh? Isn't it supposed to be this shape? No, there's clearly something odd about the bulge. If we only had the pushcart itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. Steel Samurai pushed this cart into Alabast from the dressing room. The bulge is unnatural. Heh, I said bulge. Now let us check the footage from Babel's security camera. Hope it shows us something good. Phooey, there wasn't a single sign of suspicious person or anything. That right there is the contradiction. Huh? Did I miss something? You didn't miss anything, because there was nothing to miss. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Cochin entering his own country. Wasn't his body found in Babel? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has revealed itself. Ambassador Alba. I thought I'd ask you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this theater sits on my country's soil. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed our little game. I dare to say that you've even achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done, and it's a game over.
Objection!
Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. So I'm heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Star Fox. There are still too many issues we still need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba? Ambassador Paleno? Even just a teeny bit is fine with me. The already strained relationship between our countries is a precarious situation, you know. Very well, if you insist. I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any further. Ambassador Paleno. Mr. Edgeworth, all I wish is for the normalization of relationships between our two countries. But there's one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Now then, what is it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all, so I'm afraid I'm going to limit you to just one question. That's more than enough because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Manny Cochin. Oh, I see. You seem to have a good hand this time around. Should be fun. This is the very last chance we have to bring him down. I won't even let an atom-sized contradiction slip by. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Cochin and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to that point, I was in Alabas the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babel. That is my alibi. So that's your alibi? That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babel. Now that we've cleared that up, I appreciate if you move out of my way.
Hold it!
I said hold it. What is it this time? I thought I told you I'd only allow one question. You did. But you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer. Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors. You are forbidden to lose! Of course, that's something I've understood from the start. That's the guy who ordered my father killed, isn't he? Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first Yatagarasu was to capture the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Bad, their legacy will live on. Through me! So that's why we've just got to catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, the answer remains the same.
Hold it!
Being the leader of a smuggling ring will take on the duties of ambassadorship. Don't you think that the combination is more than enough reason for suspicion? There is the matter of the crossbow arrows and the primitive statues. All of that is nothing more than your flights of fancy. What do you mean by that?
Hold it!
It's not a hypothesis. Earlier we proved it to be what happened. Well, let's leave it to one side for now, because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh, so you really had no reason to kill Mr. Cochin? I suppose if I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's not how you see things, I'd appreciate it if you took me seriously. I'm sorry. I suppose you are in a bit of a pickle. Very well. A game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I have no motive to kill. Let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not gonna let him stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes. In that case, what motive would I have to kill my co-conspirator? He hired a hit on your ass, dumbass. Right here. Yeah, it's this. It's this right here. It has to be this. All right.
Objection!
If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Cochin had betrayed you. But you had your own reason, too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling ring on him. Evil begets evil, and because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this fine mess.
Objection!
I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you've not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. It's been proven that this note was written by Mr. Cochin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The contents of the note is a request for calling out the theft of Alabast's Primadou's statue. By killing him and pushing all the guilt for the smuggling ring onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him. Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? Didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle begins. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Wait, what? Told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question. Ambassador Alba, if you could please give us just a little more of your time. Doesn't matter what kind of a man he was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death. That is something for Babel to figure out, and something which I have no relation to. Now he's even turned down a request from Ambassador Paleno. I'm very sorry, but it seems not even my voice falls on deaf ears. There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador. We must find a way to stop him from leaving. Seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Hold it right there, Ambassador. Okay? Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yatagarasu's legacy will live on through me. Yes, but how you suggest we stop him from leaving? Just leave that to me. Ambassador Albert, do you recognize this? No, and why should I recognize that tattered old organizer? Wait, where have I seen that before? That's a clue my father, Byrne Faraday, left for us. Did you say Byrne Faraday? That's Mr. Faraday's organizer? Don't tell me this is one from the second KG-8 incident. The one in which he wrote down about the Yatagarasu's key? Yes, this organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu kill 7 years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. You said that like it's related to me. Inside this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are, but that sort of trickery won't work on me. If you won't believe me, then take a look at this. What is that toy you have there? This thievery device was used by the Yatagarasu, or rather, my father. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into this embassy. What? These two pieces of evidence that hold information the Yatagarasu dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabast right behind you. Little girl, get to the point. I want you to go up against Edgeworth one more time. If you win, then I'll hand over these two pieces of evidence. Yatagarasu, ever the thorn in my side. Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. It was just a bluff. Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Bad found us go to waste. Plus, it's just the existence of Little Thief is trouble enough for him. Those two pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay. I believe in Edgeworth. He'll come out on top on the end. Okay. When the going gets tough, someone's gotta be able to put the wind back in your sails. After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. How dare you all, barring a person like me? Ambassador Alba, your testimony, if you please. Alright, but this is the absolute last. Even if you use all the power of Ambassador Paleno's office, you will not stop me. I can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me go to waste. The last time we met with Mr. Cochin was here in the Theatrum Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabasta the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Cochin again after that. So you see, there is no time span in which we could have killed him, wouldn't you agree? Since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What an arrogant old fuck. Yes, but no matter, we can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you, though, you've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions, and you will be punished. So any needless pressing or presenting will hurt our case. In that case, the only thing you can do is present the correct evidence. Understood? Of course, I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Cochin was killed before he returned to Babel. In which case, there's only one statement in which I need to present the evidence. Yeah, it has to be the photo, because that's the last piece of evidence we just got, right? Because the knife's in the photo. And...
Objection!
I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of the relations between our nations. Oh, it's commemorative, all right. One that captures the proof I needed to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again. This is the knife that killed Cochin. I see you're recognizing it as well. You should, for it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid it among the flowers you would give to the Steel Samurai, meaning that you killed Cochin here at the theater. It's time for me to catch my flight.
Objection!
We're not through yet. It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth, but I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right, this man is an ambassador, and he has extraterritorial rights. No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to have him tried in our court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making, the face of a worthless cur. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. The courts. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end? Agent Lang? Sorry to keep you all waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Get out of my way. My plane is scheduled to take off soon. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no, it wouldn't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down here until I got back. Huh? So, Mr. Alba, your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked. What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through. Langji says, before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Sorry, choking on dick here. Interpol headquarters and the imperial household of the Kingdom of Alabas took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The imperial household? What have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba. What? Effective today, effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for that. The video Yatagarasu protected. You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimated me, a descendant of the founder of the tainment philosophy, Lang Zi. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world have really paid off. Oh, look what he did. It can't be. I don't believe this. My ambassadorship has been revoked? Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing. Woohoo! Looks like he's turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. What a shame. I had wanted to use my whip on him. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador. No, you're not. Not anymore. Do you really think you can still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen you for who you really are, Mr. Alba.
Objection!
No, I won't be stopped now. He still intends to fight us. So what if I'm no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me. I expected no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Understood. You say that I killed Cochin in the theater, but even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet, I left that bouquet in the theater. So anyone could have taken it from there and used it, right? Besides, the claim that he was killed here in itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babel? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over there? Preposterous. I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Alba, are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war. I killed Cochin in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babel, right? There's no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babel. Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender too? You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, boot this guy out of the embassy and we can finally end everything. I know, and I'll give it to my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. And not the kinky kind. Without the title of ambassador, he's just another witness. Yes, just another witness. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's get this fucker. And get him good. What if they underestimate all I can do is present evidence to the testimony? Oh! No. I know how he transported the body. We know how he transported. It's the only thing that makes sense. But wait, what? No, it's the push cart. It has to be the push cart. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Alright, it has to be the push cart. It's the only thing that makes sense, because this is how he transported it. Actually, I do believe there's a way to transport the body out of the theater. Perhaps you should give this a look. And what's that supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captures the state of the immigration area. Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it? Just letting you know that we're not the only ones watching your every movement. Thanks for the warning. Now, if you could take a good look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart, do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. The cause of this... It's his body. It's his body! That's what it is. What is the meaning of this? To say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Cochin. It's to say that the unnatural bulge is Mr. Cochin's body. You had to steal Samurai wheel his body away from the real crime scene. What a guess. But I wonder if you have any evidence to support it. I admit that for now it's but a hypothesis, however. If you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people. Sorry I took so long, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Gummy? Gumshoe? Is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir. I found it in the open area stage. And there's an ad coming in 3 minutes, so we're going to try and get to a stopping point somewhere so we can wait for the ad. So that's where you went. The detective spirit that Pops left me with, I thought I'd follow my gut and go with it, sir. So, Mr. Edgeworth, is this worth anything to the case? Yes, it just might play a major role in solving this case, detective. But something isn't right. I thought that the entire samurai family was in Alabas. Where exactly in the open air stage area did you find this pushcart? Found it just lying near the edge of the stage, sir. Oh? Well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, detective. Yes, sir. Bum bum bum! Nothing on the bottom of it, but bum bum bum! It's blood. This must be Mr. Cochin's blood, which only goes to prove that Mr. Cochin's body was indeed transported by this pushcart. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Cochin in this theater and then placed his body in the pushcart. And then you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. I forced him to move the body in the Alabas? What nonsense? Why would I bother to do such a thing? You were scheduled to make a speech in Alabas, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babel. However, what if you moved the body to Alabas? Because it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence. Then you smuggled it out of Alabas. If I can show how you moved the body from Alabas to Babel, then I win. But you can't! Security between the two countries is incredibly tight. And speaking of being tight, we're going to wait for the ad because it's going to start in 1 minute. Because we all like some tight things. Oh yeah. Just for you, Zerter. Just for you. Don't give me that ooh-woo and then do that. I'm gonna eat my last chicken. We have a little bit more to go. This will probably be the last ad for the night. While this ad is going, I'm going to use the restroom. I will be right back. Alright, I apologize for that. I had to move laundry too while I was up. Anyway, let's continue. The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. I'll be the one to judge whether or not I can prove it. And so I ask you to provide us with testimony regarding your movements after your return to Elbas. Edgeworth, have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I've made a mistake in my logic up to this point. Which means there's no question that can't be answered, right? The Primadou statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight in the air. So why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logic flaw somewhere I can exploit. After I returned to Alabas, I had my picture taken with the Steel Samurai shaking hands. Then, just as I was about to start my speech, the Yatagarasu appeared. I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office. Is that all? Yes, that's all.
Objection!
Looks like you left out a few things, such as the murder of Master Mask. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. Ah, those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those. And I do so hate wasting my time. What? You. Is not every life precious? Heh. Do you really need me to answer that for you?
Objection!
People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. Then you'd better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Huh. Don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you'd like.
Hold it!
So why was it only with the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around. The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time, and the doctors recommended that she rest. Wow, so you do have a soft side after all. The pain of a bad hip? I suppose none of you can really understand how it feels. Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh? Isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over? You did need to keep up the act no matter what, I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. For about 15 minutes after our handshake, I was in my office preparing for the speech.
Hold it!
That Yatagarasu was a trick you had set up? Huh. A most amusing joke, and how do you propose I set it up? If you really want to know, I can explain it in detail for you. You arranged the spotlights in the Rose Garden so that when they were to take stage, the audience would see the Yatagarasu's shadow. Oh, that's an interesting tale. Sadly, it has nothing to do with me. You, what's it going to take for you to fess up anything? Very well then, let's move to a different question. After the Yatagarasu appeared, what was the state of the Rose Garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy, even I helped with the effort. And then once everyone was inside, well...
Hold it!
What happened to you after you returned to your office? I don't want to keep on repeating this, however. Upon my return, I had a stroke of bad luck and bumped into Masked Man. And I don't want to keep on repeating this either, but his name was Damask too. Who cares what he was called? By the time he got to the Primadou statue that he was supposed to steal, it had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man, being bludgeoned to death with a fake statue. Miss Von Karma is really letting her whip fly now. I think the scary part is her silence while she's doing it. She must be at the limit of her patience as well. I think we're all at the limit of our patience, but physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice. I can't find a single flaw in his argument. At this rate, I won't be able to prove that he's actually guilty of anything. Are we finished here? Edgeworth, can you not come up with how the body was moved to Babel? Sir? Mr. Edgeworth? Even after proving so much, he's going to get away with it? Is this the end? It appears that we made it just in time. Look at the little shit right here. Drowned as all get out. It'd be a great honor if you would allow us to be your allies in battle. Evil magistrate, it's time for you to pay. It's the Steel Samurai? No, you are mistaken, for I am Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Old Tokyo. And this is Pink Princess Mommy. Edgy Poo. The two people that I wanted to see the least. Larry, what are you two doing here? Way to show your gratitude, Edgy. We just wanted to help. Yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guy with a single thrust of my spear. Go away. How can you be so mean to us, Edgy Poo? All three of us came to lend a hand, and this is how you treat us? Well, isn't this grand? And I see they managed to find the Iron Infant. Does that really matter right now? Hey. Is it just me, or is the Iron Infant completely soaked? Oh yeah. I found him in Babel, but he was in the middle of the pool. Wait. Larry, go back to what you just said. Huh? Oh, it appears that we made it not that far back. Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babel? And he found it in a pool? I don't recall there being a pool once in Babel. Oh, that. Well, I was in Alabas the whole time, so I have no idea how the Iron Infant wound up in Babel. I thought I had lost him in the Rose Garden. But I guess maybe this cute kid can swim, huh? Wait, what? Larry, you just lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden? Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure, but I found him in...
Hold it!
That's enough. Yep, nope. Speak no more. The Iron Infant that Larry managed to lose moved between the two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool. This is what I've been looking for. It's another smuggling route between the countries. The key to the route the Iron Infant took travel from Alabas to Babel is from Babel. It was the symmetry. Ah, that's right. This embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. There's a location for you to examine post-haste. It's where I believe the route used to smuggle Mr. Cochin's body lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? An embassy built on bilateral symmetry? The meaning of this is where we need to examine. Down here. The open-air stage. Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it. It's too late. Doesn't matter now what you do. It's all a waste of time. You will stay here with us and wait. This is Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, it's here, sir. There's a reservoir here, just like in the Rose Garden. As I suspected. What is it? The two sides of this embassy are mirror images of each other, which means that there's also a pool at the corresponding location on the Babelese side. Cochin's body was moved into Babel through the pool in Alabas. Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like that is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see more physical proof if you have any. The Iron Infant is positively soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of a pool, and not just any pool, it was in the Babelese one. It's pretty obvious at this point what must be true. The water reservoirs in the two countries are connected. And where is your proof that the two sides are connected? The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned Iron Infant. What? This blasted doll. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back. Hey, don't tell me. You guys figured everything out without me? We did, thanks to this hero of justice's son. Even if he's just a Saul, he managed to foil the villain. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, I don't want to say this, but it's kind of unlikely that the body just happened to have passed through the Babel. This guy's a doll, and he's small, so I can believe he made it, but he has a point. Heh. Yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to propose that the dead body can swim through a pipe? See, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over. Agent Lang, why is he helping Mr. Albert now? He's not. He realized the flaw in my argument and is hoping to move the logic along. In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer. Another thing, Mr. Cochin's body was found in his office in Babel. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open-air stage? Mr. Alba had an accomplice in Babel, remember? You mean Sheena, right? With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office. Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the connecting pipe with the body? He's right, Miss Sheena would drown if she did that. It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe. Looks like your hypothesis about how the body moved is still only half-baked. In the end, it's all just befuddled musings of an accusatory man. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage, because from the start there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements? What was happening in the embassy around the time Sheena was in Babel? Ooh, if only there was a way to get rid of the water in the pool. Rid of the water? Ah, that's it! Now I believe we're really done. I believe this time we are really done, right?
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Mr. Alba. You are a most persistent man. Are you saying that you've thought of a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That's completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me. The reason I say this is because there wasn't any water there at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water? Just what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing it to be moved. It's the fires.
Take that!
Tonight, the Atagarasu set fire to a variety of locations in the Babylese embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's levels went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe would be used to traverse the border.
Objection!
So what? The water level went down, the reservoirs were connected? Does any of this matter? You can't prove a thing. You can't prove any of this. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in the game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. Well, I've found the route that you use to smuggle the body, and that route will lead you to your defeat. Even if all the water was used by the firefighting effort, you still can't really call that a smuggling route. I know that. I should have figured that you would notice. Hey, Mr. Alba, how deep are those pools anyway? I'll have you know, those pools are extremely deep, and there are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It'd be difficult for Sheena to hold the body and climb out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the walls? There was no need for such things. What do you mean? If one were to use a certain something, they could go up and down the pools at will. Oh, it looks like you've got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for? Enlighten us already. The way Miss Sheena and the body were able to rise up from ground level, there was a way to control the water level. That could be the way the body was moved. This was used so the body and Sheena could move up and down the pool. The spouts. The spouts, the spouts, the spouts. We know the water's connected.
Take that!
Mr. Alba used the fountain spouts in a matter of speaking. Use the fountain spouts? How? The water levels of the pool can be controlled by an opening and closing of the spouts. Machina and the body were lifted up by their buoyancy in the water. On the fire on the Babylonia side and the firefighting effort, these were set in motion all for the sake of smuggling the body. No, we've already determined what was moved with the wire. Shall I show you where the final destination of the train of logic leads? First off, Mr. Alba closed the spouts off in advance, in preparation of things to come. Then he took the push cart, was brought into the rose garden, and pushed it along with the Iron Infant and Mr. Cochin's body into the pool. By this time, Miss Sheena was conveniently busy starting the first fire in Babel. Then she made for the open-air stage pool and wait for the firefighting effort to begin. When the firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down, and by the time the fire was put out, the pipe between the two pools was exposed. This is when she pushed the push cart from Alabast into Babel. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more, and the water level rose up to its original level along with Miss Sheena and the body. After that, Miss Sheena used the push cart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There's an elevator in the embassy after all, so you see, even with her small frame, she could have easily transported the body. That wraps up my thorough explanation of how the body was moved. Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights to protect you, are you? I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to fight back. You accuse me of moving the body across country lines, but when do you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me. The nitty-gritty. What does that man want now? Proof, I believe, is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any, who's to say whether or not any of you said was really what happened? He wants proof. What are we going to do, Mr. Edgeworth? There's no need. I've had all the proof we need all along. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just as Gumshoe found the push cart in the open stage area, so too did I find one other item there. That piece of evidence is what will prove the pools were connected in the smuggling route. This is another thing that was smuggled over to Babel's open stage area. We already know. I know what this is. What's this?
Take that!
And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you? This little piece that I found on the Babel side will be your undoing. Guitar pick? And would you care to explain how that's going to do me in, as it were? Much to your chagrin, perhaps